Are you scared of the dark? Do ghosts scare you? And don't go to Colorado, because this is one spooky state. This hotel was built by Freeland Oscar Stanley, the co-founder of the Stanley Steamer Company. But there are other places in Colorado that are super spooky, like the town of St. Mary's Glacier. It was once a booming mining town. Back in 1860, over 100 wagons carrying supplies for the U.S. Army got stuck in the mud near the campground. This ghost town is high up in the Rocky Mountains. It was once a popular spot for miners and mountain men, but today, it's just a crumbling reminder of the past. All of the buildings are abandoned and falling apart, and it's said that the town is haunted by the spirits of the miners who once lived there. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures walking through the streets and hearing the sound of pickaxes and hammers in the distance. The men left the wagons and started hiking to higher ground. They were never seen again. Some say their spirits are trapped there forever. Hikers have reported hearing screams in the middle of the night and feeling like they're being watched. But after the railroad bypassed the town, it started to die. The town was completely abandoned by 1938. And today, all that remains are the foundations of a few buildings and the creepy old train depot. But hey, if you like ghost towns and spooky stories, then maybe you should plan a trip to Colorado. Just make sure to bring a flashlight. What do you think? Would you ever visit one of these places? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Some say the area is haunted by miners who lost their lives in an avalanche back in 1924. Hikers have reported hearing strange sounds and seeing shadowy figures along the trail, and when they turn around, they see nothing at all. One hiker even reported seeing a ghostly woman holding a lantern. He built this place for his wife as a surprise. It was finished in 1909 and took just 2 years to complete. And it didn't take long for people to start dying inside. There were only 2 reported deaths in the hotel's first year. But then from 1911 to 1912, 9 people died inside the hotel. To this day, it's considered one of the most haunted places in America. People say if you walk down the second-floor hallway at night, you'll hear the sound of a grandfather clock. If you turn around, you'll see no clock at all. The spirit of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown is said to wander the hallways at night. Her name was Helen Viola. She died in the hotel back in 1911 after suffering from the Spanish flu. You can still apparently hear her coughing in the middle of the night. Other guests have reported hearing live piano music coming from an empty room. And some have even reported feeling ghostly hands grabbing them at night as they sleep in the bed. As you're sleeping, you might feel a hand gently stroke your arm or grab your shoulder. The most active ghost is said to be in room 217. That's the room that Stephen King stayed in when he checked into the hotel. In the middle of the night, he woke up to the feeling of being watched. Tried to ignore it, but then he started seeing shadows out of the corner of his eye. He wrote down everything he experienced that night in a journal. Later, he turned that story into the novel, The Shining. And to this day, people say that room 217 is the most haunted room in the hotel. First up, we have to talk about the Stanley Hotel. If you want to stay in a haunted hotel, then maybe Colorado is the place for you. Another place you shouldn't go in the dark is the Yellow Mountain Campground. And last but not least, we have the ghost town of Cascade. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of ghosts, so I probably wouldn't go to any of these places.